All right guys, this pit is very special to me. This is Billy Arnold's original Jambo barbecue pit. It's called a Jambo. It was made by Jamie Greer down in Texas. He makes these. So it's an offset. This was kind of the standard in barbecue, probably through the mid 2010, 2020. Still a lot of people use these on the competition circuit. It's got a beautiful firebox, heavy duty boiler door. It's kind of what they were known for. Custom Jambo pits on the back. And it's gonna run like your typical offset, but it really shoots the heat up and over. So we're gonna have to learn how to cook on this thing today. I'm looking forward to firing it up for the first time. It's been sitting here in our showroom. We had it repainted several years ago. It's just a really cool pit and a really cool piece to have that Billy cooked on when he was doing competitions. So let's see what she's got left in her today. So a couple things. I'm not a Jambo professional by any means. I've actually, full disclosure, never cooked on one. Well, one time I did. Cooked on Melissa Cookson's Jambo down in Memphis in May. About burnt the whole thing down. But anyway, you want to get the wind blowing into the firebox, I would assume. You want to make sure that these things are somewhat level. I know a lot of the Jambo guys are real picky about leveling them, but giving it a slight pitch upwards, I believe, at the end. So making that hot air go out, because it's going to come in, and if you see, it's got a heat chute. It kind of shoots it up and over, but also it's got this top piece that kind of keeps it. So right here, it's going to be fairly hot, a lot of air moving through here, but it comes up. And then if you come over here to this side, this is called the microwave shelf right here. So if you want to get something done in a hurry, this is going to be one of your hottest spots on the pit, because the heat is coming up and over before it goes down into the exhaust, and it's going to draw up the top. This is your damper right here, so you can open and close your exhaust. If I open it up, I'm going to speed up my airflow, be able to get more heat, more air movement rolling through here. If I shut her down, it's going to slow down the temp a little bit, slow down the air movement as well. So we'll get this thing cleaned out. I'm going to do a burnout on it real quick, try to get some heat in it, and then today we're going to cook some pork belly on it. All right guys, we've got the ash dug out of the old Billy burner. Go ahead and throw a couple lighter cubes under here. Get this bad boy started. This is probably not how Darren does it, but old Timmy's a rookie, so. I'm gonna use hog logs. A lot of guys like to use these hog logs in these stick burners because they burn hotter and longer. So it's kind of a cold maintenance deal, and then you throw your sticks on top of it to get your flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these going on top of my lighter cubes. Let them get going, and we'll come back and get our wood. Just gonna build a nice little stack of logs here. We'll leave that door open and let it breathe. All right guys, today we're gonna cook a Marble Ridge Farms pork belly. This is a skinless pork belly. I've got two of them here. These are Marble Ridge Farms. This is gonna be a Mangalitsa Duroc cross. So beautiful fat, tender, low melting point, and very, very tasty. Some of the best meat on the whole entire hog. This is pork belly. Obviously that's what you would make bacon out of, but this is a fresh pork belly. So by fresh, I mean it's never been cured or injected or smoked or anything. So we're gonna cook it on the Jambo today and see how it turns out. So the first thing I wanna do is go ahead and get these guys injected. Now you don't have to inject a pork belly. It's fine if you don't. It's got enough flavor and moisture in it itself. I'm gonna go ahead and amp it up a little bit like we always do. And I'm gonna use the Blues Hog Pork marinade, injectable marinade. So we're just gonna do about a cap full of this. Put that in there with some water. You could use apple juice or any kind of liquid. You could add some maple to this if you wanted to. Any kind of flavor you wanted is gonna go good with pork. So I've got this pork marinade mixed up. Just use a 1/4 cup per bottle of water. And I'm just gonna hit this on like a 1-inch grid. Like I said, we don't have to over inject this, but I do like just to add a little pop of flavor to it. Then I'm coming in with some yellow mustard. I'm gonna use a binder today. I don't normally, but shout out to my good buddy Heath Riles, Mr. Mustard Binder. I'm doing it, bud. So here we go. A little binder, thin layer. Then the first thing I'm gonna do is go down with a little bit of sweet and savory. So we've got our Blues Hog sweet and savory rub. This is built for pork, chicken, and ribs. So we'll put a nice little layer of that on. Then I'm gonna come in with All In. This is gonna give you a coarse salt and some nice 16 mesh pepper in there. And then, shout out to Billy once again, since we're cooking on the Jambo, I'm gonna go in with Blues Hog Original. And this is gonna straight make this baby pop of color. Flip it over and hit it with the same. All right, perfect. We've got these babies dialed up. Dab them in, let it sit. I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes. We're gonna go out and get the pit ready. We've got the hog logs going. They're just starting to go. So they need just a little bit more time. I'm gonna go ahead and start stacking my wood on here. Now when you stack your wood, you wanna make sure you're getting airflow. So eventually I'll do a cross, but we'll get that going a little bit. That'll start getting us some heat, a little bit of smoke flavor while those hog logs pick up a little bit. They need about 20 more minutes. This is an extra wide barrel. Jamie made a few of these. I'm not sure, I think it's a 28-inch barrel. I think a lot of them were 26, if I remember right. All right guys, it's been about 15 more minutes and you can tell those logs really made the fire take off. So I'm gonna knock that down a little bit, get my bed of coals flattened out. You can see what the hog logs are doing. I don't know if you can catch a glimpse of them, but if you look at this one right here, it's starting to do what it's supposed to do. And what that is glow from the inside out, okay? You can see them kind of breathing air. See that right there? They're breathing air through the charcoal itself. And what that's doing is making it like a cylinder, like flowing air through the charcoal, which makes a really, really hot and really clean fire. So that charcoal is gonna sit there and do that and maintain our bed of coals so we can just start adding wood as we'd like. So I'm gonna go ahead and stack my wood. These are a little bit shorter than I would like, because I'd like to be able to stack kind of like this. So we've got really good airflow all the way around through the log. So the key to burning a Jambo fire, that's what they're known for, is a really clean, hot fire. You can see we don't have a lot of smoke color coming out. You want just that thin blue smoke coming out of the stack when we're cooking on a Jambo. And that's what they're really known for. So, and in order to do that, you've got to stack your fire right. You've got to have airflow breathing through those logs. And then we're going to get the right heat. You can see it's starting to work out the other end there, but it's real thin. We just put the hickory logs on right now, so you're gonna have a little color, but as soon as that stuff, starts burning and cleaning out, it'll take probably 5 minutes. That stuff will turn nice and blue, and that's when you know your fire's ready. Okay, so the Jambo is sitting at 250 and it's climbing. My goal is to get it up around 275 to 300. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the smaller pork belly right there, and I'll put this little bit bigger one over here. It's thinner, but it's bigger. So we're gonna have pretty even airflow. You can see it already with the smoke, even though it's windy out here. It's coming up, it's gonna go up and over and down into the exhaust and back up. So basically all the heat's gonna be on the top side of this pit, not on the bottom underneath. All right, we've been having the Jambo running pretty strong. It's been a strong 300, it's 350 right now for about 2 hours. Pork belly is looking good. Got some sizzle on it, it's got some good color and the bark's starting to form. Look at that one. Got the sizzle and the pop that we're looking for. Love that. That's beautiful. It's like frying bacon, baby. Okay, pork belly was on for about 2.5 hours. It looks good. It's got a great sizzle. What I'm gonna do here is just take a little bit of our beef tallow just to kind of settle this butcher paper down. Take my pork belly, and she is looking good. I didn't temp her, but it's probably about 180. Start over here, get it wrapped up. Try to get my first wrap so it tucks under to me. That always helps. So you get your first wrap tight and tucked, and you can pull it back. All right. Fold our edges in. And we're off to the races. Fold and dip. Perfect. Easy peasy. If you don't like that hanging, just take it and fold it back under. Pretty dang easy. All right, we'll put these back on the Jambo for a little bit. I'm gonna get them up to temp, and then we're gonna pull them off and let them rest. All right, we'll just set them on here kind of in the middle. We're gonna let the heat drop down a little bit. I don't want to get too hot on these. It's been running strong 300, so I want to back her down to about 250, 275 from here on out. Check my firebox and see what my fire looks like. You can see I got a real nice bed of coals. I still got a few logs in there. Those hog logs are still hanging on too on the bottom. It's crazy. I'm just gonna let her coast for a little bit. All right, the old Billy Boy Jambo's been purring along now. We've got him dialed in at 275. Check these bad boys. Pork belly's looking good. 205. 207, 208. I'm going with it. They feel good. Oh yeah, they feel real good. This guy in here. Let's see what we've got. All right, so the pork belly's off. We went about 2.5 hours in the smoke on the Jambo. We wrapped it up in butcher paper for another, took about an hour and a half, I think, it wasn't that long. Feels good, it's 208. Just doused, absolutely doused in tallow. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy, she's tender. Ooh. Oh boy. Ow, it's hot. Yep, there's that. Now, you normally want to let this rest a little bit, but since Brother D's here, he's hungry.
And there ain't no rest for the wicked.
That's for sure. That's what they say. All right, let's see what happens, Brother D.
Let's see what you got here.
See what I did with the place. Okay, okay. Nice end piece.
Knife over in there. But...
definitely soft. Whew. Now, shall we? Straight up, or do you want to?
I think you go.
I think we go straight up first.
We go straight up first, and then we start.
One for you. Okay, it's got the dangle.
The angle of the dangle.
Try it. Burn your face off.
It definitely doesn't lack flavor.
It's got a lot of natural pork flavor. And it's absolutely perfect.
Let me double check
texture,
again.
right? Tenderness and texture is freaking awesome, isn't it? It's soft, but not too mushy or anything like that. You know, the fat, this fat on these heritage breed hogs, man, like, you're gonna want it. It's so good. There it is, guys. You got it, the pork belly on the smoker, cooked like a brisket. It's easy. Took about 4 hours. Check it out.